Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Little Shaman.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick.
Venomancer.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Storm Spirit!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Lycan!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
Yes, thank you very much, Paul. I'm Eddie Pixel, and I am, of course, here with Admiral Bulldog, and we're ready to take you through this incredibly exciting series. It is Liquid versus LGD. Bulldog, what do you reckon? We got two teams here with some little bit, you know, some crazy combos. You got Liquid with this sort of this Veno, AA, Morphling, you know, sort of big kaboom, and then LGD picking all these stuns, this lockdown. Is it going to be enough to control the Morphling?
Well, firstly, it doesn't get any better than this. This is a top level dose right here.
Top level.
The toppest of top. And yeah, this Lycan is just gonna run over them, right?
I mean, that's the thing. You've got sort of these heroes like the Venom, the AA. Once that level 6 is online on the Lycan, between those two, there's not a lot they can do to control that. They do sort of, you know, Liquid sort of add an extra bit of control in the sense with that final pick. They get that Underlord. This is a hero that in a lot of lands recently we've seen be banned out very early. Do you think there's a chance that LGD maybe forgot about the Underlord this game and that 5th pick Underlord is pretty damn strong for them?
It's definitely... Oh, hold up.
Well, a second as the 2-man stun comes out from FY as he tries to hold them back. Chalice is the one in trouble though. It's being Gale, Liquid chasing him down as GH, but Superman and Crow look to finish off the kill. Borostroke will be back in time, and even if it wouldn't be enough to get him out of there. GH claims first blood.
No, but this Underlord is definitely going to be good this game. They're just going to delay the game because Liquid found out how to win games. We got the best player in the world. Let's just delay the game as much as possible, give him Morph, and then just let him carry us.
I mean, as you said, the stats are pretty crazy for Miracle's Morph this LAN. He's had some incredible games.
Yeah, and he had off against good teams, I'm sure. Yeah. So, hey, we're seeing him mid now, however. That's kind of odd.
And we'll see how he does do in the matchup against Somnus on the Storm Spirit, another sort of classic coming out from LGD that Somnus is going to be, of course, very, very comfortable on, and sort of for the same reasons that the Lycan's got the strengths against some of the squishy heroes, the Storm certainly does as well, and we'll see if Somnus gets the chance in sort of the fights to get to the back lines and take away those easy kills at the start of each attempt to fight. But as you say, you know, sort of through the mid game, as long as space is there for Miracle, this Morphling could certainly be very, very strong, and of course we saw the Morphling picked up first pick. If you've got Miracle on your team, you can do that most matches, can't you? Just straight up pick them off. Oh, the bottom lane, another kill here for Liquid as Chalice get caught out of position. FY will be able to run himself away, but a couple of minutes in, and they're giving up a couple of kills on these sort of heroes. If you're LGD, you probably want them to be having the impact in the rotations in this early stage of the game, just not at the moment.
You definitely don't want to be losing the early game against Liquid's lineup here, because they got perfect here. They just end the game early. You got Rasta, so when they put all those wards up from Venom, you just Rasta wards, you send in Summons, they're going to get those barracks easily. And they got easy motion. I don't know, I'm a little bit doubtful that Liquid will be able to hold on, but they do have Underlord. He's very good at the defending and Venomous, so it's really hard to say. I think LGD's gonna run them over. Okay. We'll find out too now.
Right, so confidence in the LGD lineup, and we're seeing the two cores so far. The fact that in its mid lane, Somnus, he's coming out with the edge against Miracle, and Miracle getting pretty low here. Yeah, should be fine. There's lots of strength to go to if he needs to.
Is here.
60.
Wow, that's beautiful. Keep here.
We're going to have to look at bottom lane quickly as FY. Another kill down here for Liquid. Chalice is going to come in with a Burrow Strike, but the slow is there from Chilling Touches. They'll punch down this Sand King. He has got Burrow Strike in 5 seconds. I don't know if that's going to be soon enough. And as one more right click flies through, and that'll do it. A 4th kill at this bottom lane. This bottom lane's just been a disaster for LGD.
Yeah, they definitely expected a Morphling to be there, which is not as dangerous as a Venomous, because you hit by the Gale and you're like, oh, I can't move anymore, and then you have 3 heroes hitting you. It's not very nice.
The mind control there, getting the creeps nice and safely behind his tier 2 tower. Xnova did come across. There's going to be a TP in from the Earth Spirit. GH is going to look to try and play around with Xnova. He'll cancel the clarity and give a fair few punches to charm him, bring him down. Does have a zap in his shackles though.
What the hell?
So GH has got to be a little bit careful there. Ooh, he's got the shackles. Is it enough damage with the level 1 shot? Is it verified? He's holding on to it. He knows that the maps doesn't check out, and he's right. GH will survive. Not quite enough burst on that low level shot.
GH definitely did the maps there, and bottom lane meanwhile.
Chalice gets away with the aggression this time. LGD able to get the first kill for themselves on the map as they get in deep behind the tower. Chalice able to run down Kuroki.
Yeah, GH leaves the lane and then they die.
And look at that there. I think Matuma Man maybe expected Chap to go by way, but it looks like it doesn't matter because the Burrow Strike's not going to quite connect. They'll go for the stun from the next assassin, but it's not enough. And with that missed stun from Chalice, it's going to cost him his life. That's, I believe, what, the 3rd time that Chalice has died down on this half of the map.
Some people would call that feeding. But I don't know.
It's probably a different word in Chinese. You know, my multilingual skills aren't that great.
Yeah, languages usually have different words for things. So
apart from America, you know, they copied us.
Yeah, that's true.
Down bottom FY, getting run down. Matuma Man and Kuroki, they're in there, and they'll take the kill. Another quick rundown, 6-1, getting the kills, but as we can see on the network, it's still pretty easy, because whilst this is all going on with all this chaos down here, right, there's more chaos, and this time the chaos is going to favour LGD. X-Nova comes in with a rotation, and Matuma not quite expecting the ball to go down. Wow. Meanwhile, mid lane, Liquid see the opportunity to make a play. They know that Shaman's gone down towards the bottom, and they go and open up on mid, taking down Somnus. Something that they really need to do, because Somnus and, of course, Arme, as I was going to say, these two, they are farming an absolute treat so far.
Very true. There's so much action. Unbelievable. I can't barely sit down there and bot top.
Oh, the turnaround! And he's not quite 6 yet, of course, Arme. He can't get himself away. The walls are still mind control, but mind control doesn't care because Matuma man.
Himself? Oh, he doesn't have them in time.
Oh, get those walls to me, can't. He's down. Same time down. Bottom X-Nova trying for a play on GH, but there's the stun. Coffee's going to proc up the Nova, but Chalice and FY there to help out the side. GH pulls himself up, but FY goes for the stun. He's there with a surprise. Didn't expect X Assassin to be sitting on the high ground.
He's a bit of positioning.
He is. He can read the minds of the players of Liquid, and now they're actually chasing down another. FY, he's got the stun in a couple of seconds. They are going to look to try and dive underneath the tower for this one. They've got the setup, and FY, he's got the control. Kuroki popped the stun, just tried to stun. He's actually maybe going to get the return kill, and he does there with the damage from the cold feet in the tower. They'll get the 1-for-1. Mid-lane, GH being played upon by Somnus with the pole charges and the zip zap. Has he got quite enough damage to burst this man down? He hasn't. In fact, Miracle wants to go back in. GH goes to the bottom. Miracle! He messed up! That's a big old mistake, and X-Nova comes in to rub salt into the wounds as they take down both. And Miracle, he did not do the maps there, Bulldog.
What is happening? What's going on this game?
My goodness. We're really putting our observer to the test on this one, and he's doing a great job here.
Yeah, and he was 51-0 something? Not anymore.
No.
If you die, that's a kill or death to yourself.
That's an infinite % increase in deaths.
That's right.
That's not great. Top lane FY. It's going to take quite a few punches there from mind control. But 9-6, 6 minutes in, still less than a 1k lead for LGD, very close. So sort of the fighting and the farming balancing each other out.
It's really important that Lycan and Storm was getting the farmer, which they are doing. The bottom went, it went terrible. But the heroes that needs to get farm are getting farm right now. So these are the heroes that are going to win them the game. So very cool. The Sand King's going to get his dagger eventually anyway, so it's not good to die.
And we've seen that they can kill Miracle. Miracle messes up, and as you say, once the blink dagger's there for Chalice, lots of ways to sort of unlock down Miracle's Morphling and able to take him out of the game.
Miracle makes mistakes sometimes.
He does?
He is human.
Is he?
No, I don't know.
That's absolutely handsome, though. Oh yeah, absolutely is. Bottom lane, FY dealing with the wall push here from Matuma. He's stunned to put some early pressure onto the Tier 1 tower. Arme actually coming in with the rotation. He's come down bottom. He has got the ult available, so maybe see if they can find a chance to fight here.
That's a big commitment on that creep. That nerf they did 200 gold now. They're like, yeah, let me give me.
It's a decent amount of gold. Not as good as it was.
That's also really important because it gives so much regen. It's really annoying to play against. So. Not bad, not bad.
I mean, that's what the aura of that, plus the helmet itself, that's... I don't know the map, but that's a lot of HP regen.
You get Vina ulted, it doesn't matter. It's regen it up.
I see LGD maybe really wanting to try something down bottom. FY's actually going to get spotted out there by Matuma. He knew he was there. We are going to see the attempt to fight from LGD as they are going to step forward. But DH actually gets the 2-man boulder smash. He's going to be able to finish off FY. Arme's looking to dive in underneath the tower, looking for Matuma, but he can't pop way around the trees. The cold feet's going to proc. They've got the smite control. TP's in as the root. Liquid turning this one around as X-Nova tries for the TP out. Will he make it? He will. He'll get away. But they lose Arme, and that's a big kill for Liquid to find. As you said, Joe, LGD moving the Lycan down here. They wanted to try and force some sort of a play like that, but they end up forcing too hard.
Yeah, and this is really bad for Lycan, because this is one of the things that made him not picked anymore. His ultimate is so long cooldown now, so if you don't get anything from it, it's really bad. And it was really good by Vinamaster, Matuma man. He's just gonna hold out.
It is. And there's quite a long duration with the level 1, where enough damage for LGD to have a chance of bringing him down before he's out. There's gone. Miracle with the DD actually putting some pressure onto this Tier 1 tower. Let's put it down to half, and they have got the smoke rotation coming in. And second time, in moves the Shaman, but X-Nova gets a bit of a surprise as GH reveal themselves from the tree line and burst down the Shaman.
Giving him the kill, very good, very important there.
Quick roll away there from GH. Kuroki will be caught out by the stun, and Arme, he's heading in, but as you say, this sort of time where he doesn't have the ult, his sort of potential in these skirmishes is very limited as the Lycan.
Yeah, it looks like the game is slowing down a little bit now, so that favors Liquid a bit. They just want to farm and delay. They want to get levels on Venomancer, so he gets his ward. Level 3 right now, get that ult.
We'll see mid lane though, Somnus is continuing to lead the net worth this game on his Storm Spirit. We have seen, of course, Arme struggle with a few rotations, but there's definitely the potential for Somnus to sort of hit these item timings that are really going to propel him and allow him to really just go off this game on the Storm Spirit. We've already talked about sort of the lack of control slightly really from Heroes if the Storm is able to get on top of these quick and easy targets at the beginning of the fight. And we'll see if he gets the chance to do so.
Minute 10 is coming up right here. I wonder if you're going to give it to Rasta to get that push, just put the wards on the tower, or you're going to give it to Nyx for more ganks. We'll see in a minute, I'm sure. Nyx bought it, so probably him.
Okay.
Prioritize the ultimate. Want to kill that Miracle. Makes sense.
He's trying for Somnus. In fact, Somnus, he's out of mana, but X-Nova's going to be there. GH head gets the Somnus, looks for the smash, not going to quite find the angle. Somnus, with that last bit of mana, will get himself away. X-Nova just there in time to hold back Miracle long enough to allow Somnus to escape.
Didn't even solo kill the Storm. That's pretty disappointing.
Now that really is the big kill that Liquid would be after at the moment. No, Timberman actually being given a lot of space on this top lane. He's set up camp. And we'll put down the tier 1 mid lane. XY comes in, and I think that's pretty much as you said.
Yeah.
Getting that level 6, getting him with the surprise play, absolutely worth it there. If you're giving the Nexus the charm of this game, and it gets you a kill on the morphling, massive.
Definitely worth it. And usually the morphling stays around like 300-400 health on this early game. And if you're a good Nyx player, you're not going to hit first, so you're just going to stun, and then Rasta uses nuke, and he just has no time to react.
On control. Does get his TP cancelled there by Chalice, but of course he's got the good old Dark Corp to return to, as he will escape. 12 for 7 at the moment for Liquid, still only a 1k advantage as the two cores of LGD are definitely standing toe-to-toe with those of Liquid. Arme having to be a bit careful here. They're going to get the silence. Perfect angle there from GH. Arme pops the ult still, can't run himself away. He's going to get kicked. And Arme getting that shapeshift off will allow himself to run away from Liquid. Liquid, with that, do manage to push back the siege from LGD and keep their tier 1 safely alive for a little longer.
I would say they're definitely happy with that. Lycan doesn't have ult for a really long time. I don't remember exactly how long it is, but it's like 140 or something, so now they can't be aggressive with that, because as we talked before, Lycan ult, you just run over Venomancer and AA, so no longer can do that for a long time.
See, FY did come down here, but at the same time, almost just reading his number there as they pop a sentry down. Any sort of surprise play from FY is going to be denied.
Still level 5 on Rasta here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
LGD really sort of setting up for something, but it is going to be hard as there are 3 members of Liquid pushing this down. And I mean, Matumbaman, he's consistently sort of getting away with these pushes. He's up there top net worth, and very good timing on the Veil of Discord.
Yeah, they definitely can't contest them unless they have Lycan ult. They can't initiate because a good team puts sentries down.
I'm going to try it. A little bit onto Miracle, but I mean, between the two of them, Chalice, and they have got the stun. Nova was there with the wraparound potential, but it's still a tricky kill to get if there's any sort of chance for Miracle to start morphing into strength, and indeed, he's able to do it before the shackle comes in. And as soon as that morph begins, they can't quite finish him off. Nova now, he's hiding, he's running away, and he looks like he will just be able to make it.
Yeah, and they can't contest this match because they didn't have any initiation. I'm not sure if Sanking is staggered, probably not. So they can't use Nyx, and you don't want to initiate with Storm either, it's pretty risky.
Yeah, not at this point, so Arme's Somnus is still looking for those major items. He's got the Kaya, can fight a little bit better in these fights. He's going to look towards mind control, tries to rip down, and they've got enough damage to bring him down.
Not this time, he's done that 2 times before, but no more. And the 100 health here, okay. It's on the edge, so he looks at the map and makes decisions based on that advanced play.
Look at these TPs though, LGD. Maybe seeing if they can catch someone out. FY tries for the stun into the tree line, but GH is already off to the side.
Here comes the Lycan ult.
Yeah, they are going to try and chase it. Chalice comes in with the stun. They look towards GH. They've got the shackle, but man pops the ultimate, but he's been taken down. LGD, they take one. Can they get another? There's AA blast onto 3 of them though, and Miracle's coming in. He's able to bring down the Shaman Lone up beneath the threat. FY's going to get popped as well, so double kill for Miracle, but Arme, he's coming out top. They found 3. Can they get more? The root from mind control, holding back the dog. As Arme's shapeshift will not be enough to chase down Miracle, that route from mind control controlling him. So it's a 3-for-3 trade there between the two sides.
Liquid is definitely happy with it. Just so beautiful abilities. They go and fight there and just Ven ult, fight into Ven ult, you get Earth ult and A ult. And people just pop everywhere. They're dropping like flies there.
Yeah.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
I mean, at the least, as we've seen, you know, with the Saturn and the Helmet Army, you've got some regen, but as you say, once that Ice Blast hits, you're pretty screwed. There's, you know, obviously no regenning through that.
Yeah, Ven ult,
a lot of damage at this stage.
Ven ult and A is pretty nasty as long as you hit the A ult. And you know, we saw they had like an ult, he runs in, kills the Ven ult. And that's what's going to happen a lot this time. A lot of this in this game. And they're just waiting for the timing now. They get the Necro 3, they get Rust ult, get the towers, get the Roche, and oh, here's 200 gold again. Made on this. 200 gold, you can't really miss it like that.
Miracle will take that. Running to bank of the Morph. I've got a mechanism complete on mind control. So that extra bit of burst heal to help offset any sort of initial jump in from LGD on challenge White.
This is definitely not going as LGD wants to. Liquid is just doing too well right now. They're getting too much farm and all their heroes are getting leveled. It's gonna be scary, but yeah, they still have the timing with LGD. They get their ults, then Curse 3 as I said, then get towers like they're doing right now. This Roche is going to be pretty big as well, and they're just getting it, are they?
I mean, we'll see the Wolf head over, so they will know that it's going on. I mean, the question is if they can get over, then again, it's sort of this timing, as we've been saying, where there's no shapeshift, there's no ultimate for the Lycan, so he can't really fight this.
Yeah, he can't fight at all without it. It's such a crucial spell. I give you a terrible effect, but he can fight without it.
F1's heading in, but they've already got it. They'll take the Roche and kill, they'll take the Aegis. Somnus tried to zip him for the steal, but wasn't quite able to time it. Now LGD, they have to back off, they have to run away. The stun catching out. F1 the Nyx Assassin gets surrounded. As well as the Roche and Aegis for Miracle, he'll pick up a kill as well.
Yep. Not going well, but if you look at the net worth, they're still got a lot of net worth.
It really is. I mean, I think a lot of it now is looking towards Somnus and the Orchid timing. He's got the Kaya. At the moment he had a lot of money towards that Orchid. As we can see, he's nearly got it. So with those two items, he can absolutely get in and sort of just take one member of Liquid out of the fight. And as we've been saying, if you can get the AA or the Veno out, the team fight before they're able to get the ultimates out, you've got a chance of taking the head on.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like they're on that much of a timer. If they go late game, Storm is also one of the strongest late game heroes in the game, and he's just going to continue to kill these heroes. But yeah, it's still Liquid is doing well. They get Miracle Aegis. That's not nice. I wouldn't be happy with it.
We'll see if Liquid can get away with another bit of a push, trying to sort of force their hand whilst they have this advantage of the Aegis.
King Dagger.
Has got the Epicenter ready as well, Chalice. But no one else of the LGD really having any interest in trying to hold this defense, as it seems for the moment.
They really want to wait for that Orchid before they fight in the fight. Like, if that Orchid there and they could just rotate top with like an ult, they could just stomp them.
See down bottom, on control, starting to play around with Big Snow, and he's going to have the GH coming in. So they'll get the slow push or run down onto X-Nova, but this is X-Nova essentially doing his job, and in fact, maybe he can turn it. Oh, backup coming in, FY. Looking for the angle, he's got it, perfect. He's able to burst on one. They've taken that chase, they have lost X-Nova. My control trying to get himself out. The mechanism will be enough to keep him healed up long enough to get out of there.
And like an ult used for not great effects. It's not the greatest like an ults here, and now they're just pressuring top here.
Oh, Chalice. Actually coming in for the two-man push. There's going to be a pop back, and now Somnus zipping in, ready to make an impact with the Soul of the Miracle. He's able to take down the Morphling. That's the Aegis pop. Bring down with Man as well. Can they kill Miracle a second? They get Hex before the Morph does. He can't begin to morph. They're going to be able to take him down again. The stop from FY. LGD Hole coming up. Somnus getting into the fight. He does stick out a little bit awkwardly there to the Shaman Wars, but the rest of the team survive. And they're able to make that play because of that Orchid. And he gets in and takes the Aegis straight out of Miracle's hands.
I can live with that trade, and that's the problem with Liquid. They just get jumped really quickly and just die. They don't have much escape yet. Like, if it goes really late, they're going to get like a Gold Scepter on A and maybe Ven as well, but that's... You don't want to buy it this early. It's not very good. You need more utility items. And something we haven't really talked about either is Morphling Shotgun. It's obviously a very scary thing, but you top that with AA, the Circle. We talked a little bit about that before, and the Venom has
the Veil.
The Veil. It's going to be so much damage.
Lane again though, Chalice, and FY could push GH. He is going to be able to keep himself alive there by this bit with the stick charge. In fact, the turnaround. He gets the border smash out onto it for the silence as well. He'll be run down with Magnetize. as GH able to keep himself alive there just with those 1 charges.
Kind of surprised that Liquid are the ones that are pressuring a lot. Are they really going to go for the mid tower? That seems very scary. They have all ults almost, they just need the Sand ult, that's the important one at least. But they're just going to back off, playing it safe here, or they're smoking in here.
Maybe see if they can get an angle, but Somnus is on the high ground. Mind Control heads in, smoke will be dispelled. Instant blink out plays there. GH does pop the dust just in case there was going to be the next assassin or such around. And it wasn't the case. LGD keep their distance, and the smoke play from Liquid is unsuccessful. Also, LGD, they have that ward as well in the mid lane, so good sort of vision coverage around
Easy kill.
Lead Somnus dodging out the cold feet, dancing around this man, and will pop him. The question is though, can he get back out? They've got silence that's done, but not nearly enough damage as Somnus. In fact, he's starting to threaten GH's life as well. Zip zapping about, he's going to be able to claim it. That's 2, and at the same time, Arme was able to get into the face of Matuma Man. LGD, they are getting some big kills here for both of their cores, as Somnus and Arme, they had a brilliant time in the lane stage, and now they're absolutely having the impact required with those items that they were able to farm at a very, very good pace.
That was pretty manly by him, like going on, because he knew they were around there, so going on him, not seeing anyone else, you kind of could have gotten bursted, so it's pretty risky. But he even balanced up on there, you know, a lot of people would have backed there, a lot of people would have backed, but he, pretty manly. I liked it, I like manly men.
Somnus certainly stepping it up here on the stage, and Arme actually with maybe a bit of interest to pick up here, picks up the blade mail on the Lycan. So do you sort of like this game at the pace that it's going for Arme?
Blade mail?
Blade mail Lycan?
I haven't seen that a lot. They got a lot of AoE damage. The Venom, I mean, they got a lot of AoE damage, which kind of makes sense, but is that a winning item? I don't know.
I mean, what does this sort of tell you? Well, from Somnus, will get caught out by the root. They do have the chain control and burst, but not quite enough. If he keeps zipping, he may be fine. And yeah, the maps, it works out in his favor. Somnus.
Quick maps there by him.
Same time, look at this bottom lane. GH coming in, trying to hold back this push attempt from LGD. Blade Mail's going to be popped there by Arme, as GH does actually take quite a bit of damage there with the ult onto him, but GH has the stick charges, keeps him alive. Challenge though, with a look at this, the follow up from Somnus. They've taken 2, and they're going to take even more by the looks of it. So they turn towards Mind Control. X-Ravers will click on the control onto Kuroki. They're going to pick up 4 here. Beautiful turnaround from LGD. After 3 of them backing their Liquid, they felt that they could get away with a kill. A backup was bound. Chalice coming in with the turnaround play. And at this point, 5k lead, and with the lineup that LGD have, you lose a team fight, you're going to lose structures.
This is Lycan coming in right here. It's going to be quick. You don't survive it because even 20 seconds, but if you know, it's like, okay, that's Rax. Rax right there. They got Venom, but he doesn't have ward set up.
Now look at this pushing power from LGD. Liquid unable to keep this off, and they're going to Matuma Man popping the BKB. F1 immediately TP's out. You got Somnus on the back line straight away picking apart GH. Zephyr will get out of there. They got what they came for, LGD. They get the melee barracks and they get out alive.
Wow. And you look at his Morphling, he's just got a Lincoln. Like, he's not a threat anytime soon. He's going for BKB as well. He just wants to survive, so we're not going to see that shotgun like that. We all know that Morphling is so, you know, broken about, like, you just boom, someone died. That's not gonna happen for a very long time here. And if he doesn't have that, it's like, okay, it's just like, he just feels like a balanced hero then.
And as you say, I think, well, Liquid, they're just really looking to sort of prolong this game, but losing a melee Rax at this stage, that's not a great position to be in when you're trying to sort of play this long con, get to this point where your Morphling is absolutely able to just go off. They lose another team fight, they're gonna be losing another melee Rax without doubt. So Liquid having to be incredibly careful now as LGD. I mean, as we've seen, some fantastic setup from sort of all these 3 stunners, Chalice, X-Nova and FY, and each and every time Somnus, he's in there and he's making the plays, having a big impact this game with his Storm Spirit.
Yeah, they can't afford any more stupid mistakes right now. This Storm is taking over the game now.
Yeah.
It's such an easy game because what do they do to stop him?
How do they? Yeah,
you gotta get Earth Spirit. It's not that easy unless you're super quick and just kills him.
It's not that easy if you're dead, that's for sure. I'm going to see Somnus sort of stand outside of the route, so he's not going to get controlled up. Mind Control will go for the rift out of there, will make it, but of course GH will not be quite as fortunate. Another kill for Somnus. Level 18 now as well on the Storm Spirit. His game has just been utterly smooth on the Storm.
Yeah, that's when you always put someone, you always want that good lane, because if you have a good start with that hero, he's one of those heroes that can just take over the game. And playing as Morphling, he's not the strongest laner, so I'm sure he was pretty happy with that lane.
Yeah, I think,
and we're seeing the effect now. He's taking over the game. He's gonna probably be the MVP, and they're gonna win this game.
Oh, there's his point as well, Arme. He's going to contest for the MVP part as he goes straight in onto Matuma. Pops the playmail, keeps his distance. Somnus, he's now got a full BKB, pops it, and he's ready to continue to commit. They're trying to focus on Miracle. He has started morphing into strength, but he's falling pretty low here. He has to keep his distance. They have managed to take down Arme. In fact, Liquid will get a second as they have the control onto Nova. Can they get anything more? Older Smasher and GH out onto FY. Ice Bust just off the point as Somnus is able to get out, and in fact, the TP will be successful from FY. So they'll get 3 of them out of there, but Liquid this time able to get themselves back on hold of the team fights, able to get that sort of crucial core kill of Arme as he oversteps the mark, and maybe the blade mail not paying off in that VOD.
Yeah, we probably should not have underestimated Liquid. The game is definitely not over yet.
Oh,
you can see about there, okay, it's Liquid. They're a pretty good team, and probably a mistake by Storm to try to kill the Morphling, especially when he gets the strength up. You're not going to kill that hero. Like, you want to be the one who just jumps, kills the Venom, or just kills the A really quick, because you can do it. You're overfarmed, you just kill them. So probably a mistake there by him. And yeah, the blade mail, you know, it's a bad item. I'm sorry.
You're not a fan.
I'm sorry. I know the chat loves it, but
they do.
They're also too.
Well, I have a chat loves pressure on Sniper.
Yeah.
Is that you?
They forced me.
7k lead. As you said, this is what's so exciting watching sort of 2 teams of this caliber. It doesn't matter if you're 7k behind. These teams, both of them, they've been in sort of the back position before and have many times been able to pull it back. So one of the great luxuries of watching teams like Liquid and LGD play one another is the fact that you know it's going to be back and forth. Sure, LGD, the moment the numbers say that they've got an advantage, you know, of course, if Somnus is able to continue to play as he is, it is going to be very hard for Liquid to field. But if they can somehow get Somnus out of the fights, they've got a chance. But with that BKB, as we've seen, he's pretty much hard to kill. But as you say, last fight, maybe his target prioritization a little off as went fully in on the Morphling. He's got to sort of switch it up and actually get those guaranteed kills to let the rest of his team to sort of come in and overrun Liquid.
Yeah, now the Roche is up, so that's obviously the hot here contested area right now. But they're going for a little bit sneaky play here.
Well, they are. They've actually managed to get the jump and the hex straight away here on the Morphling Miracle. He did manage to start morphing straight. Can he get himself out? He's trying to back away. He'll actually be able to lift it up. And look at the stage. Somnus, he's there. Follows up. Finishes off the kill. They will use the Shaman for it. Can Somnus get out? It's actually going to be silenced from the ground as GH has the control with the span. Look at the kill, but the big plays here from Challenge and FY. Coming in with the stun. They've run now Grovey now off play. He's never brought them all down. Trying to get himself out of this one, but he's going to fall. They've lost 3 on Liquid. The stun for GH. Can GH really turn this? It looks like he just might be able to. With the Magnetize, the Firestorm, Mind Control gets the triple kill. Liquid may lose 3. They may lose the Morphling. But Liquid certainly show us they are not a one-man team. The rest of them coming in big there. Mind Control. This Underlord pick, we knew it was going to have its strengths, and in these fights we're absolutely seeing it. Some of the AoE from the root, the Firestorm, the buff as well. He's walking around with plus 255 right click. He's a scary hero.
Nothing wrong with that. But that was just beautiful. If you take these fights against Liquid, if they go on for longer than 10 seconds, you're getting the effects of the Venom ult, the Earth Spirit ult, the A ult. This is how LGD wants to win. They want to get in, kill 2 heroes, and that basically wins the fight. But you saw the Morphling took way too long to kill, and then everyone came in, used their ult, the fight took way too long, and they slowly ticked down, and then they lost the fight. They need to win the fights fast if they want to win here.
See up top, bit of a roll in here as they do look towards. Sand King is pretty beefy at the moment. In fact, backup's going to be there. Somnus comes in with a BKB, looks for the hex straight away to commit onto GH, takes down 1. But to pop BKB, they have lost in return as Sand King. Let's see if he does look to reinitiate. No. Cold feet upon him. Does manage to get a hex out in time. In fact, Arme ready to jump fight. Got the Necro units onto Matuma. Miracle comes in from the side, but puts down next over. They've lost Kurok. He's stunned from FY. He's now to Somnus. He's into the silence. Can he break down Miracle though? It doesn't look like he can. With the strength already building up, Miracle will survive. But the rest of his team not looking too hard. They've lost 3 on Liquid. Mind Control and Miracle are still alive, and arguably they are the most scary 2 heroes on Liquid's lineup at the moment.
Oh, Perchim is thinking. Yeah, those 2 heroes are just too tanky. The Storm is not in a position to kill him right just yet. He's gonna scale really well. Don't underestimate Storm. If you can also go like Mjolnir on something on this hero, and he becomes a big threat for right click. But you consider he just can't kill those heroes. Like no one can right now, so that's the problem.
Mind Control is going to be here to sort of disrupt this Roshan attempt from LGD. And it's not long before Liquid have the full lineup back in, and especially with just an Ice Blast, you can't do this in your LGD.
That Firestorm is a pretty good spell. Makes it so you can Rosh, and now they have to run.
To back up, get out of it. That lead that LGD had is starting to close up.
Not sure what the Morphling has right now, because whoever observing can't show us that right now. But
he's close to the BKB.
He's still going for the BKB.
I believe he's picked up the Ogre.
Okay, so he's still going it.
He's nearly got it.
Alright.
I mean, at this pace, you know, Liquid, they are showing us they can slow down the game, even without sort of the link-ins into the E-Blade. So if they can keep it going at this pace, to the point where Miracle can get the BKB and then the E-Blade, that is going to be a huge issue for LGD in these fights, especially with, like, for instance, the BKBs. You know, Somnus, at this stage of the game, that BKB duration is starting to go down.
Yeah, that is true. But they're still keeping up with farm. They're way ahead of the other two people. The problem also is Sanking is falling off right now, so they're playing against 3 cores here with Liquid, having that Underlord still really farm, and he's going to scale super well as well. And Ult coming up, they're going to rat. That's my kind of Dota.
Right, it's screw fighting. We're looking for that. Oh, so look at this with the AC. He's done a good job of it. The fortification will come through. Mind Control actually TP in it, but he's got a lot of damage here from Arme. Arme trying to run him down. Miracle will have the Lincoln, but in fact, look at the rest of the team coming in. They're trying to finish up. Miracle has done it. They brought down Morphling. LGD, can they get more out of this? They look to GH with self-fuels up in the air, will keep himself alive. But they've lost the big one. They've lost Miracle. That instant play as well, as soon as Miracle showed, it was like the entire team of LGD just collapsed on that Morphling, and they were able to kill him. And they got that tier 3 tower.
As good as a player Miracle is, one mistake, like if you get jumped, they have so many jump heroes.
Yeah.
They got Sanking, even though he's got Lincoln, it's kind of hard for him, but he got so many jump heroes, and if he fucks up once, he just died. That's the flaw with that hero, and that's why not everyone can play him. You just feed with him, but he's tanked like 5 times this time, so...
LGD... I mean, it certainly seems like, you know, maybe Liquid coming in a little too cocky to this game. One second, we're just going to pick first, pick more, but LG showing us that they've got answers for him. Zipping from Somnus, looking for the setup on the G8. F5 is there with Mind Control. In fact, F5, he's looking to hold back Mind Control as well. So the man looking to commit with the BKB, but he can't quite get it. He'll pop the ult, but it's only hit onto FY. So now Matuma's got to get out there. Challenge to probably Epicenter couldn't quite get him with the ultimate, but he still goes in with the Burrow Strike. He's going to hold down Matuma Man as Arme, pops the ult himself, trying to chase down Matuma, but he doesn't want to dive underneath the tower. Miracle and Mind Control there in the hand to Kuroki. They don't want to dive any further, LGD. But getting themselves back on top, LGD, after letting it slip a little bit, getting these little pickoffs, still unable to really take Roshan themselves. That is still sort of get this going to be, unless they have sort of Arme ready to fully commit for it.
Yeah, they kind of need to kill someone, because as we said, they can't take long fights against LGD, and if they fight at Roche, it's probably going to be a long fight. So they need to kill Roche really fast, and they can't really do that. Even if they pop Rasta Ward doesn't do much damage on Roche anymore. And only other one is Lycan, and you know, this is going to take too long. So they need to kill 1 or 2 heroes, and even then, it's going to be hard to take Roche.
So these little items adding up though for Liquid. It's only going to make the team fights a lot trickier for LGD. Having the Crimson Guard now as well against this sort of Lycan army. Yeah,
it's super good. Them really well.
What a game to kick this series off. 32 minutes in, 27-32. A lot of action between these two teams.
And the Knicks finally going Spirit Vessel, a great counter against Morphling, as we know. Makes him not able to shape as much.
Look at that there. FY actually able to get the courier.
Who was that? Was that for?
I believe it's the Mystic Star for Matsuma Man.
Yeah. So what is he buying? Is he buying Hex maybe? Or Shiva's?
I imagine it would be the Shiva. We'll have a look in a bit. I'm sure it was the Shiva's guard, and in fact he had the other 2 components, so that's a big pick-off.
That is a big pick-off, and they're actually committing on Roche right there. And they know this is really good.
Absolutely. LG could certainly look to try and take this fight. Liquid bringing Roche down to half health. They're ready to jump in. Look at Somnus posing himself to go straight in. He gets the vision, zips in. Actually silencing Roche down here. With the Star Miracle on the side. Liquid, they're still going for the Roche though, despite the fact that LG knows. Just go. Chalice jumps in with the Epicenter. They're ready to fight, ready to play. Somnus blocks the BKB. Chalice is getting low though. But still, Somnus will prevail with the remainder of his BKB. Can they take it? But they have picked up the Aegis on the Stormbreaker. Look at the base. Arme, he's on a second set of racks, Bulldog. The rat is working out. They will TP back. but Arme, he pops his blade mail, he doesn't give a hoot, he pushes off, he takes melee ranks.
He doesn't give a hoot.
He does not indeed, he gets the range ranks as well.
Mega. Is that Mega? It's Mega.
It's Mega.
It's Mega GG.
I mean, it's certainly going to be hard for Liquid to come back from that one. They do get some kills to clean up, but losing the entire base, Storm getting the Aegis, Somnus now the Hex complete as well. LGD with some incredibly smart moves and reads the map, and they're playing out-maneuvering Liquid in a lot of senses in all of these fights in the game.
That's some good Dota. I did not expect LGD to be this good.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like if you pick Morphing first pick, you kind of set yourself up to be a little bit countered.
Yeah.
And maybe that works against a slightly weaker team, but LG showing like, hey, come on, man, it's just a hero. We just counter it.
Just counter it, lol.
And then we just win. Lol.
I mean, it certainly seems to be the case up against Mega Creeps. I mean, how well does sort of Liquid's lineup deal with Mega Creeps? It's not great, is it?
Yeah. Winning against Mega is like 1 in 1,000. It can happen. But at this point, it's too early, and you know, you're having a Morphing with Link and BKB. He's not going to push out waves. He's not going to go Mjolnir or anything. So he needs the E-Blade. It's not going to happen.
No, I mean, Arme and Somnus just so damn massive on this Storm and Lycan, both doing so much. Somnus with the fighting, Arme with the ratting. Been terrifying Lycan play. The Liquid have just been unable to deal with. Giving up Mega Creeps around this 30-minute marker. Look at Somnus. He just zips straight in, takes the kill with 8. That's Miracle. He's got in. He's found the kill. They will tell him to try and fight back, but Somnus, he's got the BKB and he's got the back as well. Buyback will be there for Miracle. Chalice comes in with a 2-man bullet throw, but he is held in place by the root. Stone as well from GH as they bring down the Sanking, but LGD, just like that, they get in, they force out the back. Matsuman does get chased down, but he is able to pop the cheese. They'll look towards Arme on the Lycan. Lycan in a lot of trouble here, as they will catch it, but the BKB, the blade mail, can he really survive this, Arme? The regen as well helping him out. He's going to be able to walk this up and look the base.
Okay.
This is F5 turn for the rat as he's pushing in onto the tier 4 towers.
That's a lot of cardies.
It certainly is. And finally that Shiva's Guard is delivered to Matsumaman as the carrier is back up, but it certainly feels just a little too late. 36 minutes and 11k advantage for LGD.
Yeah, they're so far ahead, they can really do everything they want. I mean, I could even think that if Navi took over for LGD, they could probably still win.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
So, yeah, Lycan dies, whatever, we got a tower. We got Mega Creeps. We're just having fun now. Jump in, kill Miracle. Best player in the world, by the way.
I mean, how can this go, Liquid? Who needs to mess up big time on LGD for Liquid to have a chance?
No one. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It can mess up an infinite times. This game, this is just, it's so...
They can mess up, like, if they get team wiped twice. That's so much gold, and maybe that, but...
Oh, I mean, F-Wise going in. He wants to kill, and he's got it, but makes no zap down GH. And in fact, GH is going to put back, because look at this, Somnus zips in straight away with the Hex down. He's got the BKB pop. There's the Epicenter, but BKB's out from the Matsumaman. They've got a lot of sustain on Liquid. Mind control, using Crimson Guard. They're keeping themselves alive, but look at the rat. Arme, he doesn't care. He's just going for tier 4s with the army, and he's brought down one, and with the wards down, they will be able to take down a second tier 4. He just can't hold himself back. He runs back in, and there's the backup. Somnus sits forward. He's going to get held in the air by the Yule Scepter, but they're just fighting all through it, LGD. As they have the Hex down. GH and Miracle getting incredibly low. Miracle will be died by the Guardian Greaves, as they have found X-Nova. But can they really get anything more? Liquid is now the Ancient totally exposed. As LGD is using, they're just having fun here, LGD. You can see Arme and Somnus going in and out, but Somnus will die. Does tick out there to Maman. But it feels like that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. And you really showed up at a good time here for this tournament. You're coming up for the best game of the tournament so far.
This is pretty damn crazy. I mean, Miracle is trying his best. Screw the E-Blade, as you said. That's not going to do anything at this stage of the game. Go for the Melini Maelstrom. Yeah. Will it be enough, though? Probably not. But we'll see, because that's what we're here for.
Never doubt Miracle.
That's true. As you say, Miracle, 7 deaths this game. That's a lot of deaths for Miracle. As we said, LGD have just done a fantastic job at shutting down Liquid star play this game.
Miracle dying 7 times. You know, there's that ancient rule that if Miracle dies 3 times, they have almost 100% lose chance. So he definitely surpassed that, so 7 deaths.
7 deaths.
Not good. It can't feel good buying Liquid right now.
No.
Because they know they don't want to admit they lost because they want to like that 0.1%. They kind of know.
There is a chance. I mean, I say that. I don't know if the observer can hear us so you can show the win probability graph. That would be quite something to see, but I'm sure. Oh, there we go. So at the moment it is 0%. Zero.
But does it show, if it was 0.01, would it show
It
it?
might round down. Yeah, I don't know maths or programming, but I know that happens sometimes.
I did major in math and it would round down.
They would round down. There we
I also
go.
did work with Gaben.
That degree paying off.
Yeah. And I know that Gaben personally did that himself. He's still a programmer. So
He is.
He knows what he's doing. Don't question Gaben. Don't upset him.
No,
He's probably watching right now, actually.
He
wanna say hello
absolutely
to
is. Hello, Gaben.
I like you, Gaben.
Do you think Gaben's a Liquid fan or an LGD fan?
Definitely Liquid.
Definitely Liquid. NA team, of course.
Yeah, but hold up.
They've got the nullifier now, mate. So now, I mean, you know, Miracle, he's played around this. He said, I'm not going to buy active items, I'm buying a Maelstrom. So he's countered the counter. This is smart.
He is very smart.
But is he smart enough to win this game, though?
It is kind of hard for LGD to end the game right now because they can't just commit to the like all in the throne because the throne has it's not gonna die probably, and it's gonna take more than like 15 seconds, and that's, you know, LGD, you don't want to take the long fights, you're gonna drop, but they need to kill heroes first if they want to end this game, and it's pretty hard. They're tanky.
And of course, I mean, well, the Crimson Guard, you can Crimson Guard the Ancient, can't you?
Yeah, you can. It's going to take no damage.
So you get 5 Crimson Guards, and I don't know the maths, is that 100% uptime? Probably not quite, is it? No.
It is. It is. The maths is down, it is.
The maths is in.
But he's waiting right now. He's waiting for that opportunity to end the game. They played it a little bit, now they're like, oh, hold up. Take it easy here.
Mask of Madness on the Morphling. But here we go, they're trying to fight, and that's got to be Miracle Death for sure. They're straining on top of it. Miracle keep himself alive, falling on the sun. They turn, they have the root onto the Storm Spirit. That's going to be Somnus gone. They're actually going to be able to get 3 kills out of this. Liquid, but after he wants the game over.
They can't do it. It's not going to work.
It's not. That's 3 dead on LGD.
Okay, that's 1.
That's 1.
That's 1.
Fight.
1 more, and they're going to start to worry about this. 1 more, they're going to worry.
1 more. But look at the Ancient. It took quite a beating there.
Yeah, but they did have the Ancients more regionals. It's 8, I believe. So, and they're dead for a minute. So it's gonna get, if you do the maths, 8 times.
How long does it take to get the pull out from there? About?
I don't know. It takes time.
And I mean, to be fair, LGD are giving them that time. You know, without the ult, he's not going to run in and go for the route or the finish.
Yeah. And wait, was that an Ags?
That's an Ags on Underlord.
Well, am I bad? What does that do again? I forgot. Your team gets half of your bonus damage from the ult. So you're buffing up your team to help deal with the megas in terms of... We have not seen that in forever, I believe. I haven't seen that.
It's not the most common pickup, but in a game like this, I mean, you want buff up your cores as much as you can.
Yeah, I'm not a pro player, man. I don't know those things.
Miracle did buy a Mask of Madness, but I think he might have sold it. Unless it's on the courier.
Probably a smart choice. A Mask of Madness at this point?
I think he might have bought and sold it, because we did see it pop up on the side, looked like he did indeed. So there is no Mask of Madness morph, and that was a little bit of a joke from Miracle, you know, the 10k on my jokes.
They probably, did they use Glyph? No, they still have the Glyph actually, so...
They kept it cool. I mean, most teams would be like, my goodness, pop that Glyph!
Yeah, for sure. You would have that, like, support, like, oh, this is clicking, and it's like, guys, we need that. This Glyph could be game-winning. You cannot misuse the Glyph. You probably at this point should just say, Kroki, you're the one using Glyph, you make that call. And yet, the throne right now is half HP, so they're like, well, I mean, if we do the math, last time we got it to 30%. If we just do it again, 70 plus 7 is 140%. But they got Glyph, and it's risky, because if they don't manage to do it, and that's a 2. That's 2, and now they got, like, you look at the net right now, it's a little scary. For a team that's mega creep advantage and only 4k, they show that the gold is really starting to build up. And as we can see, it's sort of the 3 cores of Liquid as a whole that are doing very well in themselves. Obviously, still behind the 2 big cores of LGD, Solus and Armate at the top. Yeah, for sure. And I know some people don't like this, but I gotta at least use one emote, and I gotta say Monk S a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
It's a little bit of Monk S.
Not a Monk H.
I don't think they have it enabled.
No.
So
We'll get on to Dimitri about it. Yeah.
They got Monk S, so feel free to use it right now.
But don't overuse it.
Yeah, don't overuse it.
Otherwise, we might have to shut the show down. So be careful, guys.
Alright, so they're just waiting for Orc, playing it safe, and another thing they changed at WoW now is they get the double rune now, so that's kind of an advantage. You get DD, Illusion, that could be Arc rune, could be really important this fight. And he's got Bottle even, so he's saving double damage, that 102 more damage, pretty good. Might be the difference.
Right. Got Scotty now on Miracle, so that extra sort of stats to help him with the punching, but also help him sort of survive the initial jump from LGD. He's got that extra tangy. He's going to be going. Oh, they sniped it! Nova! He finds it! He's in there! It's gone!
Scotty, that's a big item.
Scotty Skadoosh! I believe, as they would say.
2018, we don't use it anymore. You're a little bit cringe. Apologies for that, watching. Alright, they're just holding there. Now with these items, can they come in on the throw?
Let's see what they can do.
If they're really smart, they wait for the catapults coming in and go at the same time, so the catapults are hitting the throw, which could be the difference.
Double shot on wards. That's pretty damn scary. If they can get those down, can Liquid really kill them? Is the Aegis on Storm? Ahmed's got the DD. He's ready to run in, or is he?
Let's go.
He's going. He wants the game over. We'll see what the opportunity is here. As the BK is coming. Look at Ahmed. He's going to straight away off the air. That's going to be one. And Merrick said he's got no buyback here. Can the rest of the team really hold on? Maybe can. They've actually seen the Aegis out of summons. Ahmed put the Aegis with the Crimson Divine. Holding back the damage. And Ahmed big speed battle royale. Can he finish the Aegis in time? Wow! Liquid. Can they really hold this? LGD desperately drop finish off the game. GH's going to fall. He's got back available, but the ancient is falling. His game, LGD will do it. My goodness, what an ending to that game there. It was sort of drawn out. I mean, the maths checked out. You said they needed 2 team fight wins to get back into a Liquid, and they couldn't quite do it.
Yeah, usually that you draw out with the mega creeps, and then you look at that as a spectator, like there's no chance to win. But this game
LGD's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. LGD's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
10,
LGD's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Slark.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to
Enigma.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick.
It's a warrior.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Paul. And indeed, game 2, we're seeing some new heroes. We're seeing some exciting heroes, Bordo. We've got Enigmas, we've got Scarif Mages, Axe combos, Sargs thrown into the mix. What sort of screams out to you from this draft? What are you excited to see? What do you think is going to be really good this game?
You forgot Cop, first of all.
Oh, that's two. And the Somnus Crop as well. Yeah, we saw what he did on the Storm. He's pretty good on these flashy heroes.
Indeed, a good Cop is pretty scary. People probably have seen it from my stream as well. But Enigma's panel
I guess you played against a few, yeah.
No, but Enigma is the perfect pick here.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's not that easy to play. That's the problem with the hero. You think that late game, oh, just black hole but it's more complicated like that.
Sure. But obviously in the very capable hands of Mr. Mind Control, we can certainly expect big things in terms of black holes. And as the panel said, there's very sort of few ways for LGD to really deal with a well-placed black hole in the midst of a team fight.
Indeed, and they're contesting the Runer.
The battle begins.
Same as always, you get 2 rune each. It's like this every game. It's very rare you get 3 this time. People have learned that if you're safe playing 3 heroes, you take the other rune. It's the same time, same thing every game. And it's very fun to see Miracle Ursa.
I was going to say, because we do normally see Matumamau on the hero. Yeah. So sort of switching around here, I mean, what do you think this is down to? Is this because they want Miracle more on the Playmaker and Matumamau more on sort of that just annoying pushing hero, sort of as he played on the Venomancer last game?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty sure the way it is that Ursa is the key hero. Like, he is the one who needs to play well. If Ursa has a bad game, it's going to be really hard. So you put your best player on it.
Okay. And do you think there's an element of it going, Miracle saying, Kuro, you saw what happened when you put me mid against maybe the last game, don't make me do it again, put my Timmerman. It might, that happens sometimes in teams, doesn't it? You get people wanting to dodge mid players.
It's possible. I don't think he's that kind of player, though. I think Miracle he's not afraid of anyone.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm wrong. We'll see, but they're going this Carrot Axe here against Ursa. And you'd think that Axe is great against melee heroes, right? You split him, but Ursa goes the same way. He hits you 3 times, you're like, oh, I'm taking 200 damage also, what's happening?
Yeah, absolutely, you've certainly got to be careful. The Axe, as you mentioned, even sort of through the duration of the Berserker score when you got the armor, it doesn't matter. He's already getting the stacks of the Fury swipes up upon you. And as soon as that's gone, you're going to take some heavy physical damage. Bottom lane, Max Nova and Arme playing incredibly aggressive here on some control. Pushing him right back away from the creep wave, keeping him pressured by the tier 2 tower. Bottom lane, bit of an attempt being made onto GH there. I've got that level 1 battle hunger being used here to run down heroes and apply the aggression. Slow from Crow comes through, and that will be enough to keep GH a safe distance. Chalice now hitting the level 2, so he can play aggressive with just the hunger, but also there's extra spins as well.
Yeah, we can see the weakness of Enigma right here. He's not a strong laner. That's the problem with If you contest him a bit. Like, if he gets a pure 1-on-1, he could be strong. You get fast levels, you get those 8 loss, but doing that here, it's uncommon that you do that.
Oh, look at that, mate.
Alright.
It's the pass now, but he's just playing with it.
It's just showing that he's the man here.
He is, and then CS can certainly CS looking good for pretty much all 4 main cores on the map. Both off laners having a bit of a slow start, as we can see overall.
Yeah, good thing for Enigma is that you deny that range creep. Pretty big deal in the current patch. Important, unlike if you deny the creep in front of him, you're going to experience, but as Enigma you need to go back so he doesn't get the deny experience. Even though it's only 25%. You want to be efficient, you go back.
See down bottom, get a little bit of an opening onto FY, but Chalice turns with the Battle Hunger onto GH, make sure that the Night Stalker can't chase down for more.
Yeah, and we did get a Ursa buff. You can see he has 9 armor. Pretty good. Oh, okay. A little bit aggressive.
You know, so that's on control with the point in Midnight Pulse, just able to just quickly clear out the tree line, make sure that there's not any sort of extra heroes rotating in to make a play.
And if you've ever played Dota, you know how annoying this thing right here is.
He's taking a lot of damage from that.
You know, what do? You just have to back off completely, but it ran off there, and now they're going for a killer?
Again, but these just slows from FY each and every time. Just any time the Liquid try and get aggressive on either the Axe or Scaraf, both heroes having ways to sort of allow them to create the distance and make sure that Liquid can't get the kill. But overall, as we're seeing, it's the fact that Liquid are able to keep control of the lane in the sense that they're getting that farm for Miracle. He's not getting sort of pressured and losing out of CS because of this Axe Scaraf aggressive duel.
They're committing a trial in here because they really want to make sure he's a good lane, and because Axe can take over that lane a bit. So they're committing 3 heroes here and letting the Enigma be alone, which is kind of fine because this is Enigma. He denies creeps, he will get the wave push for him, he'll get levels, he'll be fine. That's how Enigma is played. So yeah, Ursa getting good farm, and the Axe only 5 CS.
What sort of build do you think we're going to see from Mind Control? Is it going to be Midas EKB, Midas into Blink? Do you want to prioritize the Blink this game, or do you sort of play it slow and make sure you can get those guaranteed tackles with EKB?
You pretty much always go Midas on this here because you want to farm. This hero's items is you win the game basically, and they don't have any counters. So you get Midas, get the. I don't know if you rush Blink. You don't usually do that. And because they have Axe and so they kind of come into you, so you can just go BKB if you want.
See this mid lane, the gang coming through from FY and X Nova looking to set up here onto the DP, and they've got it. The Spirit Sight, but not enough to keep him alive. And in fact, GH taking a bit of a beating as well. TP'd in, tried to go for a bit of a return play. He's got to be careful though. Somnus, X Nova and FY have a lot of potential between the 3 of them to get these kills. And they get that first bird and are able to get pressure onto this tier 1 tower, which is pretty crucial for Somnus, as we did see sort of a network fleet being built up by the Prophet. I'll get another kill out of this. These 3 heroes staying around GH as well, and will actually lose his life. So 2 kills that Somnus is able to get himself involved in the mid lane, thanks to the rotation from his teammates. Pretty
sloppy by GH here, I would say. And really good for Cop here. This hero is a hero you don't want to fall behind with. This is one of the, like a prime example of a snowballer. He gets a good start, she can take over the game. The same goes with Slark, so if these heroes get good starts, they can just run them over.
Yeah.
But they're not having. You look at the DP, he's having a good time. Even though he died, he's still fine. But two men doing great.
And we're seeing as well sort of one of the positives for Liquid as well. When that sort of rotation comes in, the supports are looking towards mid, you do get that pure 1v1 in the bottom lane. And as we can see, as soon as that happens, Mind Control, he's able to find good farm out of this bottom lane.
Yeah, it's really deep now. This is a little bit scary for him because he's gonna... Oh, he fixed his problem here. He just comes Night Stalker, contests the lane, so he can pressure the Slark.
He wants this 6-minute rune as well. And he looks like he's going to be able to bully X-Note back. FY comes in back up. Bit of harassment onto GH, but
Mind
Liquid will be able
6.
to indeed get both of these bounty runes. Control with that black hole available if he sees a chance, and you do have to be careful now, especially if you're leaving the Slark in the 1v1. He can get outplayed by a good Enigma. There can be the chance for sort of the black hole to come in and take the kill. Top, moving in deep, Miracle trying for challenge, goes for the smart heads up play. TP's out straight away, knows that there's no ice path of course skilled at this stage of the game, and will get himself away from that gank.
Hopefully he doesn't skill it too late, because a lot of meanwhile.
See? And a bit of an attempt onto Matuma, but he's got the Spirit Siphons. He's going to turn towards X-Nova and he's going to be able to claim the kill.
Matuma, man, some people forget about the player. Like, he's kind of outshined by Miracle a little bit, but because he can hold his own. He's not a bad player at all.
No, he's having a pretty solid start today. So I'm sure we saw him go down the once, but as
that was 3 heroes though.
Exactly.
3 heroes.
3 heroes. We'll let him off that one because the farm is still up there. Synchronized on the net. The last hits just behind Miracle, who continues to lead.
Yeah, as I was saying, like hero, some people skill the ice but way too late on this hero. Just having one in it, like at level 4 or 5, it's really important because you need that pixel of TP, and there's a lot of heroes that have channeling abilities. So it's really just a value point.
You see down here, the top lane, GH looking for an opportunity to get the wrap around. It's actually going to be bottom lane where Arme and FY the first to make the kill. Straight in on top of Mind Controls. He comes out a little too far. FY up to set up for Arme to get in.
That's to be expected. But that was going to happen at some point. If you're playing that offlaner, you can save this jungle, you won't die, right? Or you can pressure the lane, through with the Slark CS a bit, but you have a chance of dying. It's just worth it. You just pressure, he's got 33 CS, 15 denies. You gotta play like that. It's fine.
Still very close though. I mean, just coming up to the 8-minute mark, it's 3-for-1, a bit of a slower pace game than game 1 in these opening stages, and just under a 1k lead at the moment for LGD. Bit of attempt on the Somnus, they've got the silence, but some man as well, popping out the ult. Do they have the damage to bring him down in time? Somnus will pop the stick charges and he's able to blink out. He will survive now. FY's coming actually trying to go for a return play on Matuma, but he's taken a bit of a beat down from the exorcism. So he'll have to keep his distance. Arme rotating in as well. Actually pouncing, but he really wants this kill, and he's going to be able to get it. Arme with a heads-up rotation from the bottom lane, gets in and gets the kill onto Matuma. So that's the exorcism being used, and to no avail. And in fact, GH looks like he's in trouble as well. Somnus and Arme find him out, hunt him down, and Arme, he picks up a double kill from that movement.
Where the hell did that Slark come from? He just decides to go middle, perfectly timed, kills. DP and what the hell? That's pretty nice place.
Absolutely. And he's back down bottom. Looking towards Mind Control, but Malefice is out on him, so he'll back himself away. Getting 2 kills this early on. Yeah. Arme's Slark. That's the dream.
Yeah, usually just sit at it's fine. He's got black. He could have made black here.
But be a little careful with the ultimate, and Mind Control will turn straight away towards the Queen of Pain, and that's going to be Somnus out of it. A little over-aggressive there, blinking in. Top in as well, Liquid able to run down challenge, but FY's actually able with a magical burst. In fact, Miss Miracle's falling down low, but he's got the ultimate. He's able to run down the Axe now, turns towards FY. X-Note's there with the control. He's actually holding back Miracle. Miracle's going to fall. FY will survive. The rotation there from X-Nova, keeping his Skyrim safe, and now they're looking to chase down Kuroki as well. The concussive shot flying through. They've got the slow, closing the gap with the creeps beating down upon him. They're going to be able to take both of them there, punishing both Kuroki and Miracle for getting aggressive on that top lane.
Pretty optimistic, diving that far in. Didn't work out as they wanted. I don't think they could have backed down there, but Kuroki definitely just backed off earlier, in hindsight. But they do get the accent.
I mean, that bottom lane play from Somnus on his quad, maybe he has been watching your stream after all, Border. Bottom, Arme, chasing down Mind Control here in the trees, and he will be all. Yes, he does. He finds it. He's been silenced, but he's able to keep himself the distance so the regen will start to kick in. And look at the depth.
Level 6.
I mean, we saw him up top, running down people, getting those 2 killers, and now he's going to be able to set up for another. Coming in, FY showing off fabulously on the Skyrim.
He's got 4 kills already on Slark. This is not what you want to happen.
I mean, as you say, this is going to propel him, Arme, to a very scary Shadow Blade timing. And top lane, Somnus, again, the setup here from X-Nova. We saw X-Nova and FY set up so much in Game 1, and they're doing it again here in Game 2. This Chen, Scarra, just outplaying each and every movement that Liquid are trying to make during these early stages of the game.
And this is the problem for Liquid right now. They're playing too fast, LGD. Enigma needs way more time to come online. Ursa, he still needs Dagger to fight, and DP, he also needs more time. He's not that fast. They're playing too fast when this guy Slark gets the Shadow Blade.
FY, he may have gone a little too deep this time. Or maybe not, he has got Arme near him. And looks like GH...
Look at his items. He's not gonna die.
He's got the beef.
Radiant's top
One bracer for each wrist.
FY build.
He's pretty hunky-dory. That's a beefy boy.
That is the problem with Skybar. He just dies like that, like a fly. But FY sees the problem. He fixes it.
Absolutely.
Pretty smart.
And he's having a big impact so far. Overall, though, still against sort of a similar situation in Game 1. You see this leading kills, but the net worth difference isn't that huge because of the fact that 3 cores are farming just as well as they are. And this time, Matuma, he's got the Exorcism back up and will, by the looks of it, be able to claim the Tier 1 tower this time around. Or maybe not. I'll look at you trying to slow this down. Kuroki does get the 2-man on his path. Matuma really wants to finish this. They might get the chance to get the deny, though, here. They're going to try with the crease. They can't quite do it. Matuma will find the tower. Gets the last touch. Liquid get that goal. Somnus should be fine. Just keeping pushed back here by Matuma. So they're getting these objectives, Liquid.
Yep, really important, get more map control. And they have the Ursa, of course, so the Roche is always up for grabs.
Oh, and Arme, he's straight out of there. He sees Ace Room being picked up by Matuma, and he does not want to stick about.
100 gold for that Shadow hit. Core item on Slark. I do have Night Stalker, so they have the night vision, which is really important against Slark.
Up top, Miracle will pop the ult, trying to run himself away. TP coming in from GH. Can he actually keep these guys off the kill? And it doesn't look like they can because Sonic Wave's there. Miracle ticks down to the Shadow Strike Dagger. Liquid are coming in with a full 3-man here, trying to find some sort of counter play, but LGD, they get away with it. They get in, take down Miracle, and Liquid can't quite get a hold onto any of the members as LGD get back out alive.
Yeah, this is not very good so far, but they're doing a counter smoke here, trying to get a pick off, but there's still 2 heroes here.
It certainly doesn't feel too easy. They'll get a ward down. S&D. Market control's actually being gone upon. Gets the force down. X-Nova though, with these creeps pinning down onto him, that's going to be mind control just dead. Can they actually get a kill in return? No, the setback's there. X-Nova gets Chalice out. He goes for the TP. He's going to get himself away as well. The Void not quite available in time for GH. And LGD, they're just playing around with Liquid now.
0.1 second there. It would have been worth it if they kill him because you get the Enigma.
Yep.
You want to slow down this hero? I'm not sure what he went. Did he go Midas? Did you see?
He went for Treads.
Okay.
I'm not quite seeing what he's got after the Treads. I'm sure we'll see shortly.
Interesting. Yeah, now the Slark starting to hunt here.
Yeah, this Shadow Blade.
Silence and he's dead.
Oh.
That's close.
That was. Miracle was instantly seeing the Slark there around the corner, and he nopes out of there. Running GH will look to try and open up onto Somnus. He's got the silence mind control. He does have it if he wants to commit it, and he certainly will. Midnight pulsed out. They should have the damage between the two and punching into him again. Somnus receiving sort of the real hate here from this Enigma. Each and every time, Black Hole's there to hold him in and control him. And that's what they've got to do here at the moment, Liquid. Just do anything that they can themselves to slow down sort of these playmaking heroes, like Somnus's Queen of Pain.
Indeed, and if you're looking at that for this guy, that's FY. This is that comes really strong, and he's also got the levels, which is really important. The silence is great here, and his burst with the axe, pretty threatening right now. And they're pushing bottom, classic play. You just push a counter by playing on the other lane. But he's probably not going to get the tower, though.
We'll see. I mean, LGD setting up towards mid. Arme leaning in with the Shadow Blade. He's closing in towards GH, but GH, he's got that sentry ward down. Immediately sees the Slark and will back away. They'll keep the push on. Chalice actually continues to get space. They'll just let him be, and that's going to allow Chalice to take a 3-1 tower. At the same time, Liquid are pushing onto a tier 2 though themselves. With the Exorcism once again from Matuma, they will claim the tier 2 on the bottom lane. There's some big items out for LGD now. You've got both the Blink Dagger and the Vanguard on the axe. So LGD can look to make some really big plays with this.
Indeed. What Liquid want to do right now is they just want to wait They want to get an opportunity to kill someone and get that Roche. That's really always what you want to do with Ursa. You get that quick Roche because you kill it so quickly. And
no! Chalice!
Oh, that feels bad.
Off the mark there. Whoops, indeed, Sonny Jim.
Everyone makes mistakes. We're all human.
We're all human.
It's okay.
I mean, I guess you can sort of understand because he blinks in and he's worried that maybe the TP's about to finish it. I got to go for it. And maybe he didn't expect that he had sort of the time to walk a little bit closer.
Yeah. And
there's your build. So mind control goes with a straight blink. No Midas this game though.
Okay, very aggressive. He probably feels like the game is going too fast, so he needs it right now. The Midas is too slow, which makes sense. The numbers is still pretty even. They just want that Roche right now. It's pretty important, because the earlier you kill it, the faster you get the second Roche, and you get the cheese, and then you get the third Roche, which is really important for Enigma. You get the double ult.
Look at this up here, Miracle has an inventory room, of course. Arme is underneath the shadow. He's going to go straight in onto Matuma-Man. Matuma-Man will be able to use himself up though. There is backup for him. Ice Park comes in holding down one. Chalice jumps in with a call. He's managed to get the control onto GH. He gets burst down. They'll bring down one. Arme's falling low though, and Arme will pay with his life. And it looks like Chalice is in trouble as well. As Liquid collapse up on back, and they'll take down a second. Jump forward for Somnus. He's got the spring way onto Miracle and Matuma-Man. Can they quite finish up Miracle? Maybe they can with the root. They're looking at chasing. Have they got the damage? They have. They'll take down Miracle. Matuma-Man will use himself up into the air, but he's not getting out of this one. So sure, LGD get in. It looks like a bit of an aggressive play there from Arme. Just loses life as well as Chalice. But at the end of the day, LGD can get in themselves, close up the fight as they are able to take down both Matuma-Man and Miracle, getting the two big balls.
Yeah, definitely worth it, I think. Oh, nice, fine. It's just going to TP out, I guess.
Oh.
Still worth it. Is he going to die? No.
Oh, and that's... Right, who's down the trees there? Kuro. Oh, he wants it. He's not going to get it. He's going to TP out straight away. He's scared. I mean, maybe he's going to take down. He is. Kuro gets the kill and he gets back home.
Nice. But yeah, that axe jumping in there. Beautiful two-man call. And then Ursa blocking the jump from Slock. You just survived it, but you know, you're just standing for him. He can't jump. So he dies. So he just barely died though. It looked really risky at first, but then you realize he's got backup. The Slark. And then the Cop comes in, so it's important for Cop to come back into the game because it's falling behind a little bit, and you don't want an underfarmed Cop. So here we go with the Roche. It's going to be quick.
Straight in, level 2 exorcism. As Matuma-Man and indeed Miracle is able to swipe, stacking up, should have no trouble finding this very, very quickly. As Chalice does come close, so Illusion Room won't send into the pit. LGD will be unaware of this. Liquid getting themselves that Aegis, obviously objective that's incredibly important anytime you're running an Ursa lineup. If they weren't getting that Aegis, it would be pretty disastrous at this stage.
Yeah, that's one of the key elements with Ursa. You get that Roche.
See how you Chalice, get the jump in straight away, but Matuma-Man just gets bursted. The combo. LGD obviously open up their draft with these two heroes for the cool intermystic flare. At this stage of the game, you're going to be pretty much killing most heroes on the side of Liquid.
Yeah, and 16-7. Looking good for LGD still, but it's only a 3k lead. And the later the game goes, you got the Enigma. He's going to be the key hero right here. He's keeping up with farm.
And he's got the black hole.
The black hole, he's got it ready with the dagger.
Which is, as we're saying, you know, a well-placed black hole can just be the straight-up answer to a Slug that's out of control. If he can get him caught in it, allow sort of to go to work, they'll get the kill. Top lane though, Cook. And a little bit of drop there, pushing out on his own. Chalice and Somnus quick to punish him.
Cop getting surprisingly low there.
And what? FY. It's being cased, but X-Nova's there. In fact, they're turning this as well, aren't they? Looking to go straight away towards mind control. Trying to make sure that mind control can't do too much. Mind control will pop the black hole in sort of a panic attempt to try and turn and kill off this slot, but he just can't. If they'll lose to Miracle, will win for the cleanup. As they do get that slot kill when Miracle turning up at the last moment. Can they get anything more out of this? They're looking towards X-Nova, but X-Nova, no, there's no way for them to catch the DP. Gets himself out. So, I mean, they kill the Slark at least, but it's a little bit messy from Liquid.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot cleaner later in the game, obviously.
Yeah.
But killing the Slark super good. He's the guy who's worth for a long time now, but Ursa catching up here.
He is, as you can see. It's about 500 gold between Arme and Miracle. But we're seeing it as we saw, you know, in that last fight. We can expect this from Arme each and every time. Just committing himself on top of the Enigma at the fights, forcing out that black hole. So still an okay black hole, but it's never going to still be a green black hole if he's able to close the gap. And in fact, FY bursting down a Timmerman there. Miracle and GH are looking for play in return. They've managed to take down FY. GH has got to be careful though. Somnus comes in as well as X-Nova. Kuroki with the Ice Paw trying to hold him back, but he's actually going to with it. Doesn't manage to find the connection. The Midnight Pulse doing a hell of a lot of damage to this axe here. And Chalice, he will pick down. Arme coming in on some Miracle will find the Ursa. It's 2 for 2 at the moment. Can get any more. Kuroki being surrounded here by the army. There'll be a quick jump down to the low ground from this slug. He's getting himself out, and it looks like he's going to keep himself alive. Mind Control can't quite finish off Arme. He's going to start regenning up in the tree line. X-Nova took a fair bit of damage over time there from Kuroki, but he himself also surviving. Somnus just continues to chase that Mind Control. Mind Control is going to get beat down here by the looks of this. Somnus jumps in, finishes up the kill. There's going to be the body block as well from X-Nova to run side of the roost. Has to be careful of that Midnight Pulse though. But overall, again, LGD taking these insane fights, getting the 4 kills. Really keeping Liquid on their toes and starting to rack up this lead. 23 to 10, 21 minutes in. And that net worth lead continuing to grow, and sort of questions are asked. Arme, I mean, he had the dream start on the slot, and it's certainly beginning to choke the game.
Yeah, we've been talking about the Enigma Black Hole being like really scary, but LGD's got equally scary initiate. You jump in, call, and burst with the Skyreth, they just die. We've seen that twice now on the Death Prophet. You can't just start a fight with that, like dying with your core. And the Prophet Ursa, he's getting kited so heavily. You just use Chan Permanence and Shadow Strike, he's just getting kited so hard. They really need Black Hole.
They
so
really,
badly.
this is certainly sort of stepping into one of those games where a lot of pressure is on Mind Control to find those big ultimates. As we talked about with the way that the momentum is going so far, it's a tricky game for the Enigma in a sort of a otherwise draft that looked like there would be easier opportunities, but because of this lead that LGD have got early on, it's getting it to be a harder and harder game for Mind Control to play.
Yeah, and it's falling back with the farm. And this is why you go Midas, because you need farm on this here. It becomes a beast with farm. And he's now 4th at the bottom, not good. And you know, he bought the dagger thinking that he can just stand back and then blinking, counter initiate, but this is not like an amateur team you're playing against. They're going to blink it with axe, burst someone, Slug is going to run around like the sides or behind him, and you're not going to get that black hole blink. It's going to be really rough.
Now look at this, they're going to go for a smoke with the black hole, but just now, Somnus picked up an Orchid. Mind Control hasn't got the BKB complete, and I don't know if Liquid saw that Orchid pick up, so that silence could come into pretty heavily, then catch the quad. They're going to see them over straight away. Miracle's going to jump forward, commits onto the chest, taken down one. Jade falling low, going to be a buyback, immediately makes over the burn. With the Sonic with the silence, Miracle can't do anything. That's going to be the answer out, but Superman gone as well. They will come in with the black hole as caught but straight away. There's the silence coming into play. They managed to shut down him for now. They're going to lose the Night Stalker. Chalice is trying to finish off Mind Control. He's going to be able to get it. They're losing 4. They're going to lose Kuroki here as well as Liquid lose absolutely everybody. LGD just playing on another level today.
And they only get a 10, that's all. He does use buyback to use his ult, but this is what's so hard about Enigma.
Yeah.
Where's he supposed to black hole there? You can't just black hole one hero, and when he doesn't have BKB, he's just gonna get silenced.
Absolutely.
So it's so hard for him. But if he has the BKB, then he can blink BKB, make comp +1 or slog +1, and that's enough. But until then, he needs BKB.
Ooh, Miracle tries to look towards Somnus. Instant blink out from the Queen of Pain. And as you say, just because of the fact that Mind Control didn't go for that Midas, it's just going to take that little bit longer to get that crucial BKB on top of the Blink Dagger.
He has no room to farm anymore. We've seen him be this nut for a while now. And he can't just go jungle farm because there's a Slark.
That's a deep in the bottle for Somnus. Ready to rock and roll, ready to fight. Will they get a jump in? I mean, Liquid keeping themselves very much held together. But as you say, this sort of pressure, this presence from LGD swarming across Liquid's half of the map, making it very hard for Liquid to get the farm on the core that they're required to keep themselves in.
When you rely on the black hole this much, there's nothing you can do, and it's such a long cooldown.
And look at this down bottom. Arme finding Miracle. He'll chase this down, Miracle trying to get himself out, but it's hard to do so. Oh, with a little blink like that though. may just do it, and it looks like it will. Gives them the option to stand and walk up the lane, and it gets him out of there. Mid lane, a bit of attention from FY with the Mystic Flare onto the Enigma, but it's not enough damage, and in fact FY, he's going to be caught out. Tried to get himself out there with the send back attempt, but the use comes into play. Liquid will find FY and keep mind control alive.
Definitely a good kill for them. This guy has his, you know, I think he's a support, but look at his net worth.
He's nearly as rich as Matuma, man.
Yeah, and he has his level is 16 as well as Chen somehow. They're so high level. And yeah, you mentioned Matuma, man. He's falling behind way too far now. This is going to be so hard for him to play. All the other cores are above him, even one of the supports almost. So.
I mean, this Slark is really such a big issue. Arme, he sees the opportunity, he can just go in and start punching away and building up those stacks. See what he can find here, as he goes past the majority of them. There are 4 members around, but can they really get there in time to help out G8? It looks like they can. Immediately as Mind Control shows himself with the Midnight Pulse, Arme, he's not messing around. Pops the Shadow Dance and gets himself away. Knowing that at this point, Liquid are going to be very prepared sort of counterplay. They're going to be constantly moving around the map as such, where they're not going out alone. You can't go out alone. At this stage in a game where there's a Slark as fat as Arme is, you have to stick together.
10k lead, or 9k. Not looking too good right now, and you really want to be ahead with Liquid. If they're ahead there, you get that Roche free every time. And it's a little quick because you get the cheese, right? And then you get the refresh shard. That's not going to happen now. They're not going to get a Roche free now. LGD's gotta be aware, like they're playing against an Earth, so they're not going to give it, just like they can just sneak it now. They're going to make sure to check the lot. So, again, the black hole is everything, and it's easy to play around right now.
Oh, look at this, LGD smoking up. BKB has been picked up by Miracle, so he now sort of has a chance to fight back. Obviously, Arme, Slark, Chalice Axe still have something to say through the Magic community, but the other 3 heroes much less of a worry for Miracle when he tries to commit onto a target.
They just need that Enigma black hole, or no, I mean the BKB, because he can't fight without it.
He's close. Well, he was 1100 gold, yeah. Still a bit of time needed for Mind Control to have.
And he can't farm it. This is the problem. Still.
Look at this, Miracle committing straight away. KB, but this is the axe to the back with the playmat. Miracle takes a hell of a lot of damage. The software flies through as well, but he'll move on forward. Will be able to take down the axe. They found 2 kills. Buyback comes out straight away from Chalice. F1's back row trying to look towards G8, but he himself in trouble. The ice will come through. Then it's just around him with the buybacks. Is he going to be enough? There's going to be a buyback as well. From the Night Stalker trying to get involved. Kuroki's going to fall. Chalice having the control here as well onto Matuma Man. They'll be able to find 4 Somnus, even keeping himself alive as GH can't quite finish off the kill here. Arme trying to chase down. Miracle also incredibly low at the moment. Arme finds an opportunity straight and he does it. Chalice is there with the control. Jumps in with the call. It's an kill for Arme Slug. Everybody dead on Liquid there, effectively losing 6 lives as there's a buyback in that as well from GH. They just cannot take fights here against LGD, and at this point, as we keep iterating, there's no KB on the Enigma, so it's impossible for Mind Control to really have any impact at all on this hero in these sort of skirmishes.
Getting out of control right now. They get 6 kills. The Night Stalker buys back and dies again. So it's just going out of control right now.
It really is. And look at this as well. Arme so close to having the nullifier. Once he's taken down Roche, he'll probably just about have it. And that's going to be there before the BKB is there on Enigma. Now, Enigma, or of course the Earth. So these 2 heroes that it can be so vulnerable. If Arme can just find them at the start of the fight, kick the nullifier down on them, they're going to be able to do nothing at all.
And now the Aegis. The black hole no longer kills the stars, which is kind of what you rely on, and you can't do that anymore. What do you do now? This is... I don't know what you do.
Arme. The Slug. I mean, we've seen here at this land, this is a hero that can just be incredibly strong and can absolutely overrun a game. It happens in pubs, and with recent buffs, it's happening now in pro games as well. GH getting set up upon it by FY. Arme is thinking about it, but he won't jump forward. This is a little too close here to the tier 2 tower, and of course, LGD at this stage, no pressure on them to make any sort of a overly aggressive play. They know that they've got the advantage, and that it is Liquid in the suffering position at the moment.
Yep, they're just slowing down a bit now. sides. Now they just want to get the towers. Looking for a pick here.
And Chalice.
This is not good for Liquid. They don't really want to fight. They got the black hole though.
Oh, Chalice! She gets the 2-man corner as well. They have any sort of setup there. They try for an angle here with an alpha. I go straight away onto the Enigma with a Sonic Bombs where they brought down mind control. Again, no black box for this fight. Miracle brought the BKB turn towards Arm, but Arm bounce himself away. Somnus doesn't get caught out there by Bash. Miracle gets a double kill. So this time around, maybe diving a little too deep there, LGD, getting in after the tier 2 tower was taken down, and Miracle's able to turn. He has that double damage, allowing him to rip through both Chalice and Somnus. And they don't mind losing Enigma in that situation. Big pick-offs there for Liquid in return.
Yeah, they have the right mindset there. You can kill Enigma. You just use Clark's got the no fuck. You just kill Enigma, but they overcommit a little bit. They're going a little bit too deep. They get punished. So he doesn't even need to use Black Hole to kill them. Easy. And he's soon back now, and he should be
close to the BK.
Yeah.
He must, at this stage of the game, 31 minutes in, it's, as we've been saying, not the timing at all that you would sort of hope to see for your Enigma to get. But he's got it now. There it's done. Mind control with the 2 irons, but mid lane, Arma moving around with another fire, finds GH out alone. And another easy kill for Arme. 14, 2, and 10 on this slot.
Yep. And still, even with the Black Hole or the BKB, he needs to have good positioning. Yes. It's so important he stands where he should. If he's out of position, that could cost him the game.
Yeah, the vision game is so important.
He knows that Slark is looking for him every time, and Slark has night vision, so he needs to be really careful, even with BKB here. It's the last 2 fights, it's not getting the BKB the Black Hole off at all. And
Miracle will be able to pop the ult there. That will keep Arme away from trying to fully commit.
Let's not underestimate Ursa late game. This hero is insane burst. He can even kill Slark.
Yeah, they just, if he, as you say, if he can get on top of Arme, they absolutely can be so that damage to burst him down to the point where they might just need an ice path or even sort of the void and the silence from GH could be enough time to allow Miracle to take down Arme.
But Liquid still mainly just contained into their own base. They can't go out a lot because the Slark is looking, so they need to go together. It's not a fun position to be in, but not much they can do right now. They need to keep together. You see here, this is not good. Meanwhile, the other team, they're farming, spread out on the map. They probably want to go bottom tower right now, get all the towers out of tower first.
On Arme. Miracle, but they have got the sentry down and a fine mule setup.
It's low.
Got the silence, but he has the Aegis as well. And he's not any warrior sort of losing that, as he'll put the Shadow Dance jump out. Of course, Arm's getting some incredible levels. This game is already level 24, so that level 25 looming in. Well, we will see what he decides to take. Shiva's Guard as well for Somnus, so that extra sort of potential against Miracle's Ursa.
BKB on Axe coming up now, no more fuels to counter him from the DP. Really good item. He's gonna destroy Ursa if he gets him, especially if he times it where he uses his enrage and his attack speed.
Yeah, absolutely. Miracle's just gonna do so much damage to himself on the Blade Metal Chalice.
And Chen hitting 18 soon. He got buffed with ult, that's 550 heal. So if they Black Hole the Slark, that heal could make the difference where he managed to get ult off and could live off it.
Yeah, Aghanim's on FY. If they can find these setups like Chalice's call into sort of the double spell outage of the Scaraf, it's pretty incredible.
Indeed.
A lot of annoyance for Liquid to have to play around in these fights.
Game slowing down a bit now because they can't push the high ground. They don't have the greatest heroes. Slark doesn't want to hit the base. Neither does Cop. Chen sending his creep at this point, they're too weak. And they have an Enigma and Ice Path. So they can't really commit on base right just yet. Which is good for Liquid. They just want to buy more time. And now,
can they find the Dream wraparound? I mean, LGD are fairly grouped up at the moment to mid lane, but they're smoked up themselves. Miracle heading in first, but still the distance being kept between the two of them as LGD, press on forwards. Still smoked up there. Actually gonna have the ground. Is gonna see this coming straight over the side. Some miracle for BKB. Center there from FY. It's not gonna be enough to keep him alive. They'll lose FY. They're gonna lose X over as well. But Chalik, he's in with the 3-man call. Deciding where for up as well. Army's following it. Lost 2 on Liquid, but by this straight away mind control. Liquid know that they have a chance to take this fight, and mind control on the side. Jumps in. He's got the black hole. He has the control. Do they have the damage? They do. They'll take down Army. A crucial buyback from mind control to get that big kill. And with the ice pop, the Kuroki, they'll get the 5th. Liquid find the full 5-man team wipe.
That's why they're the best team in the world right there. They're fighting. It's just beautiful. Super important buyback from the Enigma. Yet again, he just fights before he gets anything off. This time it's money for buyback. Buyback secures the kill on Slork. Super important. They can pressure middle, get a tower, force the racks even.
I mean, look at this. Where's the buybacks for LGD? They don't have any. Not buybacks available on the side of LGD. That's a minute out the slug and the Queen of Pain.
That's max right there. But that's Scott Rest. He's got the axe. So he has a lot of burst damage. You gotta be careful. Scott's not get jumped now though.
Getting that fight for Liquid despite being behind.
Miracle is so low. Are they gonna play it safe here? They don't have good push right now.
They're probably realizing the buybacks aren't available, but as you say, without the ghosts, we sort of talked about the lacking of the push power from LGD. It's really not quite there for Liquid as well. Sure, they have promotion, which will be able to sort of fire down the tier 3 tower at the top.
Not bad. I almost thought the game was a little bit over. I didn't want to say it, because I think Caster's not supposed to say that, but I was wrong. Liquid, good team. And now Roche coming out soon. That's his 3rd Roche. Really important for Enigma. If you get double black hole, that's a game changer. And it's the same way for LGD. If Slork gets that, you can big black hole him. So that Roche can be a big deal right now.
It really is. And I mean, to just keep it straight, that fight, it was kind of incredible that Liquid were able to take it, because it looked like things were going to go LGD's way. They had the high ground when the sort of smoke plays came in. Sure, there was the lack of vision with the Night Stalker in play. And you know, Chalice, he got a 3-man call and a 3-man Sonic one, but it still wasn't enough. Liquid able to take the fight against all odds, and there certainly is the chance they'll be able to do it again. Arme, we'll find out the Night Stalker here. And he's in a lot of trouble. Can they get him out of there? They cannot. And find one. Sonus jumps in, taking the AoE Shadow Strike as well this game on the quad.
Yep, that's my build.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for him.
We'll find out. We'll find out. The cop talent was nerfed a lot. Remember the old days? Blade mail to mail. It was ridiculous, right? It's been nerfed a lot. Roche now though, they got slow Roche, but they need every hero to contest it. They need the Night Stalker, he's important.
Tell you what happens around this pit. Black Hole is not quite there at the moment. I can only imagine he's going to be back pretty soon. And look at it's back up now. Black Hole is back up, GH bite back. Liquid know that they absolutely have to pressure around the pit. They cannot let LGD get away with this one.
And the Black Hole now. We haven't gotten a good Black Hole just yet.
That one on Slar was big enough to buyback. In terms of sort of a big team fight, it's not been there. Look at this here.
Already dead.
They forced down the Black Hole onto Miracle. Miracle moving forward. The 2-man pop BKB is what the challenge. Trying to run himself away. Arme straight away. They get the Enigma immediately on top of him with them at the fight. They take mind control out of the fight with the bashes. They're controlling with the man. Who heals himself up. But Liquid, they're falling low. They've lost 2. Arme jumps in. He finishes off until the man. They'll get GH as well. And this time it's LGD's turn to wipe the entire lineup of Liquid. This is the sort of pick-off prioritization that we've seen Arme pull off for the most of the fight. Every time he can get on top of mind control, it almost just feels like the fight's over. Of course, this time there's no buyback potential for any sort of counterplay to come in from Liquid. LGD, they take the team fight, they'll get their Roshan. Aegis, Refresher, Shard, and Cheese in their hands.
And it's perfect communication there as well. Because Slork goes on Enigma, he knows Enigma's going to Black Hole just on himself then. But in the same instant, Coupling didn't silence him. So he's muted and silenced, and he can't do anything. And again, like I said, that's not good positioning. Enigma, he keeps getting into these positions where he just dies. Can't keep happening.
Now the push comes forward. This time it's LGD's turn to push with buybacks unavailable on Liquid, and they're more than just a tier 3 as they push in, get the melee racks in the middle lane as well as the range racks. We'll see if they can get more. They want it. They're straight up to top. 5 seconds and the Enigma will be back into play with the ultimate available. Fortification comes out. They're trying to stall there, but Tumberman actually going to have Eon pull straight away. Look at this, Chalice immediately in after it. Looking for the call, but the BKB down in time from a Tumberman. He's trying to keep himself alive. BKB gets over one shot. He got the triple black hole. It is not. It might just be. He's keeping himself alive, but it's not enough damage. LGD are able to survive through it. Take down Mind Control, and then turn their attention back towards the racks. LGD clean up a second melee rack, and they're continuing to play around with this. Chalice comes in, the 2-man call. Arme is in with more than enough damage to punch down Kuroki. There's the silence of the Miracle. Miracle got the BKB, but Arme just focused him down. He's got the Bastion from the Bastion. Miracle will fall as well. Triple kill for Arme. Only Tumberman left alive. No buybacks left on the rest of the team, and Liquid and LGD know it. They're going for the game, going for the tip forward, and GG is called. LGD looking absolutely unstoppable today.
Indeed, and that's amazing. But the key of that game was the Enigma. And every fight, they kept going on him, killing him every time. And it was only the one